Hey everybody, how are y'all doing today? I want to go over the importance of developing basic skills to sustain ourselves on the planet. You have to ask yourself the question, what is considered essential to you? There's a difference between a necessity and a luxury, and you never want to find yourself in a position where you are lacking any kind of necessity. There's no reason to ever be in lack because there's such an abundance of resources on the planet. And when we are able to develop a skill set, then we won't find ourselves in a position where we are in lack. We'll be able to satisfy our own needs. We'll know how to be able to execute. And the way in which a lot of people live their lives is they are reliant on other structures or businesses to provide them with these needs, and they have zero to little knowledge on how to sustain it on their own. And if we need to be aware of how we're getting our needs, like how they're being met. We have to understand why we need them. And I'm talking about things like food, water, and shelter. And I'm not saying that these external structures have done a poor job of providing us with these things, but it's just that you don't want to rely on them to always be there for you, because to be honest, a lot of corporations and businesses, they don't have people's best interests in mind. They're there as a business, but as you can see in the world right now, a lot of lockdowns and restrictions are taking place, and the economy is not the way that it once was. We can't walk into a store anymore in the same way we used to be able to. Now we have to wear a face mask everywhere we go, and you never know if you're going to be able to have access to a grocery store in the future. And for these reasons, it's important to develop these skills. Some of them include growing your own food, carpentry, plumbing, and these are skills that I'm definitely not experts in, and I'm sharing it with you because I personally understand just how important it is, and I understand the importance of manifesting things on your own. And to me, it doesn't seem to be reasonable to expect these other things to come in and give you your necessities. I don't think that's how our lives were designed to be lived. I believe that we need to be the architects of our reality and take life more into our own hands. When we rely on external things to provide for us, we leave a lot of things to chance. I don't think it should ever be necessary to leave anything to chance. We have this power to connect through the internet and just through interactions in general. And when people can come together, share these ideas, learn how to apply different practices so we can sustain ourselves, then that is when we'll see just the things that we can create, just like how powerful we are. We won't need to rely on, there's absolutely no reason to rely on things that didn't even have our best interests in mind. A lot of the businesses and corporations, they didn't really care about the individuals. If we can develop a networking system in which we actually care about the people and we want to help each other to learn and to grow and to develop these skills, that will result in the best situation. It really will. And a lot of your lifestyle doesn't have to be the same as it always was. You don't have to eat the same way as you once did. That's just one example, but when we're able to completely take lives into our own hands, and it'll make you feel more powerful as well. We all have this capability of being powerful and manifesting the life of that we're meant to be living out each and every day. And this is just something that I wanted to get across to all of you, because I feel like if we don't start taking things into our own hands more, then we're going to be forced to, because you'll otherwise you'll start to see how things that were providing for you in the past just aren't anymore. And you always want to be prepared for anything in life. And how do you be prepared is by developing a skill set. And you don't have to be a master at everything in life, but you want to be able to know how to apply very simple and basic skills to whatever it is that that is essential for you. The very first question I asked is, what is essential to you? And we all share essential needs, and this is something to prioritize the attainment of these needs. That should always go before anything else. So before you talk about buying a pair of shoes, a new car, a pool table, a TV, a hot tub, any of these things, your investments, your time, and your energy should be going towards the building up of your absolute necessities that you simply just cannot live without. It blows my mind how some people will put necessities before, or will put luxuries before their necessities. That'll never make any sense. And it's time to get serious about what you need and how you're going to have these needs met. You should always have a serious mindset when it comes to that. If somebody ever says to you, like, you're too serious, just loosen up and just do whatever you want, like, just lighten up, have a good time, understand that seriousness can never go away, even for a second. There's always things that we absolutely need to be focusing on. And that's all I've got for right now. Thank you for listening to this. Be getting back to you guys very soon.